St. Louis. I'd like to say good morning on this Sunday, St. Louis. As you can see, I'm heading to the gym. Facebook, I don't have the rights to this music, so don't shut me down. Don't shut me down. All right, St. Louis. St. Louis, we're going to take just a moment and try to come to a good understanding as to why we've been in this condition for so long. Many of you are aware that Russia is contemplating on invading another sovereign country, and the U.S. and its other allied partners are standing by. But it's much deeper than what we can perceive. It's much deeper than that. I mean, think about it for a second. You got people and young citizens, children, men and women on the other side of the world in fear. You have America in fear. You got other countries in fear because it's going to affect us all. But have you ever wondered what is actually going on? What if the system itself is so antiquated, prehistoric, to where it's not as powerful as it appeared? We're living in fear because we haven't became what we are capable of becoming. Because if we would have became what we're capable of becoming, we have the ability to stop what's getting ready to happen, meaning the conflict. Come on now, let's think for a second. Technically, the conflict already happened. It's just that we haven't yet registered it as such, but it already happened. What's gonna happen has already happened. It's just that we're living in the past. So as a result, we can't necessarily see what has happened. So we're waiting on what has already happened to happen. And the reason this is taking place is because we are living in darkness. In order to see and have any effect on what has already happened, we must become that perfected sound or perfected light, which will enable us to see. Until then, we're not going to see. Think for a second. If you're born and given a life expectancy of death in 70 to 80 years, and you are comfortable with that level of life expectancy because of what you've been taught from the beginning of your existence, you're not going to fight to become who you're capable of becoming so you can stop the lie. In other words, we are literally not who you think we are. Many of you think you get up in the morning, put on your clothes, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Your mind is doing that. You're being controlled. You're like a robot and you don't even know it. But you've been a robot since you were born or in your mother's womb, and so on, has also been robot. So as a result, the robot, if it doesn't reach its full level of mind development, it will decay. However, if the robot begin to understand it's more than a robot, it can subsequently become what it's capable of becoming because it never had the level of power to know that it could become. But what happened was the robot, or shall I say illiteracy, created false deities, false gods. And as a result of creating false deities and false gods, it never knew that it had the full potential to become more than what it had become. And the reason it didn't know, because it didn't put in the work to know what it needed to know in order to become what it was predestined to become. We are so powerful, but yet we don't realize how powerful we are capable of becoming. We are more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapon in the world. We are. We are more powerful than the world's strongest hurricane and earthquake combined. But yet we don't know this because we haven't yet reached a level of mind to know that we are capable of becoming what we don't know. We are living so far in the past to where we have acknowledged the physical external world as the truth. It's not the truth. Once your mind reaches a level of development to where you can warp space and time at absolute negative 273.15 Celsius, you will be able to see the world as it truly is. And as a result of seeing the world as it truly is, you will unquestionably, undoubtedly be walking on darkness. Oh, it's time. It's time, St. Louis, to take that mountain. Hold your head up. Roll your shoulders back. Be who you've been called to be. And that is the truth. God bless. All right now. Come on now. It's time, St. Louis. Take that mountain. We got this.